everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kalee. For those of you who are new here, I am a wife, a mom of a little boy, and a dog mom. So thank you for clicking on this video and let's get into it. Today I'm going over my top 10 baby essentials. This is a video I watched pretty often when I was pregnant, before I had my baby. There's a lot of things out there to buy, and there might be a lot of items that you feel like you need and you really don't need them at all. So I thought I would go over my top 10. Of course, there are more than 10 items that we use for a baby, and there are more than 10 great products out there for babies. These are just our top 10, the ones that we use the most and that we find the most important. And of course, this might be different for everyone. My top 10 might be different than someone else's top 10, but I thought I would share. I found these videos very helpful, and so I hope it helps one of you as well. There's no particular order that I'm going in with these. Most of these items are specific to us. My son is only 8 months old. He just turned 8 months old. So of course, these are items that we use for a baby 8 months and under. And a lot of these can be used into older kids as well. Okay, I'm going to start with one of my top items on the list, and that is a weighted baby blanket. Okay, that came out wrong. A baby swaddle or sleep sack. That's what I mean. We did not have this when Cove was born. He was always a good sleeper, so it helped a little bit. I think it makes him feel more safe, more secure. A big reason why we got them is because a lot of people tell you you need to swaddle your baby when they're little and you put them in their bassinet or their crib or wherever. Our baby never stayed in a swaddle, ever. Ever, ever, ever. He was just so strong. He would break out of them so easily and all the time. It was just a pain. Like, it didn't matter how we swaddled him. He just wouldn't stay in. And then I had seen these sleep swaddles so much, but they're on the expensive side, and I didn't really know if I wanted to spend the money on it. But I caved, got it. I love it. He still sleeps in it today at 8 months old. We did upgrade him to the sleep sack versus the sleep swaddle. The brand we use is the Dreamland swaddle. That's the one I saw a lot of. I saw really great reviews on it. I know there are other brands of it out there, I'm sure. Maybe sleep sacks that are weighted, aren't weighted. I don't personally know if the weighted part does much to how he sleeps, but for us personally, the Dreamland weighted sleep swaddle, it was really great. Can't bust out of it, and he sleeps really well. And now that he's bigger, like I said, he has the sleep sack, which is the same thing, but now instead of his arms being in, he can have his arms out so he can roll and move around. That was probably one of our tops. Another one that we really loved, he still uses it, just not as much. We really loved the Snuggle Me. It's a pillow, if you've heard of Docata, I think that's what it is. And I'm sure, again, there are other brands out there. We personally use the Snuggle Me. We really loved it. It's just a pillow, pretty much has like a donut. So you can put your baby in the pillow and they can't really move out of it until they start to roll and crawl and stuff, which our baby does now. So we don't necessarily put him in it, but it was really nice when he was younger. I could set him on the couch with me or on the bed or wherever, and he obviously didn't move. So he would just kind of stay there, and it would help keep him in place, I guess, a little bit better. And then for him eating and learning to hold his own bottle, it was really nice to have that as well. Another thing we really enjoyed when he was younger, we could, again, still use it now, but we don't really use it anymore, was a car seat cover. So this we really, really loved when we went in public with him. For us, it just felt better. That way people weren't, I don't know. I mean, it's just a cloth, so it can't do much, I guess, but for me, it made me feel like he couldn't get as many germs, and like people talking and breathing around us, especially if we were really close to other people, it really helped, or made me feel better at least. And then when he would be napping or something, it's really nice because it keeps it dark in there, and I can put it on and off as needed. Now these are, I guess, a little bit more common sense things, but something we use a lot, still use a lot, is a changing pad. It's on top of his dresser. We have a sheet on it, and we use it every time we change him, unless we're changing him in the living room or whatever. But it's in his room. It's very needed. It's not a very out there one, but I don't know, maybe it's something you can easily overlook. Another item that we used a lot, we specifically were gifted by my in-laws, Cove's grandparents. He was given an UGG blanket, so it's a really fluffy, nice blanket, and we used it quite often. We can still use it now, but it is warmer out. When he was young, it was really cold. He was born in mid-September, so he did go through those really cold months. It was nice to have if we just wanted to hold him outside. We could wrap it around him. We would throw it over his car seat very often to kind of enclose him in, but make him feel a little warmer. Also just put it on him when he was in his car seat as well. Again, it doesn't have to be that specific brand, but we really enjoyed that product. It's probably one of his most used blankets up to this point, and he's 8 months old. It's just nice to have a thicker, warmer blanket during those cold months, especially when your baby's young. Something else that I really love is my diaper bag. I was gifted my diaper bag by my old coworkers, which was extremely nice of them. The one I have is the Fawn Diaper bag. I'm pretty sure it's the square diaper bag, and it's in the brown color. I'll put a picture so you guys can see what it looks like. But the reason why I really wanted this one was, one, because of how it looks. It looks really nice. It doesn't necessarily look like a diaper bag. I mean, it does, but it doesn't. Like, it could easily be used as a backpack. I felt like it was something I could use even after Cove kind of grew out of a giant diaper bag. I felt like it'd be nice to travel with, maybe even like a personal item on an airplane. It is a big bag, but it's still small enough. Brecken's being funny outside. Like I was saying, it's still big, but it's small enough to fit underneath the seat of an airplane. If you can hear Brecken's music, I'm sorry. He just opened up the garage and everything, and it's right there outside of this window. Anyways, I really love it. It looks really nice. It has a lot of room. It also has a zipper. The one I have has a zipper on the outside that's supposed to be like an insulated pocket. So that's where we typically put his bottles or anything else. It also has a lot of accessories. We have like a binky holder and little clips so you can hang your diaper bag from the stroller or whatever. We don't personally have those items. I do feel like it would be nice to have the little clips, but now that he's 8 months old, I don't really see the point of buying the attachments for this diaper bag. But if that's something you're into, it is really nice. You can buy it as a set. You can buy them individually. His bottles. This one was a really big one for me when I was pregnant. I had no idea what bottle I wanted to use. There's like 100 different bottles out there. If you've ever looked into bottles, there's so many different options, and they're all different but the same. My first big thing was put brand aside. What type of bottle did I want? Did I want plastic? Did I want glass? Did I want silicone? After researching and stuff, I decided a silicone bottle was what I wanted to do with Cove.
Yes?
Can you shut the garage?
Is it loud?
It's extremely loud. I can hear your music and everything. Anyways, back to what I was saying. I'm a little mixed up. I don't even know what I was talking about. Oh, bottles. So I decided with our son that I wanted to use silicone bottles versus glass and versus plastic. And then when I was looking through like different silicone bottle brands, I found, it's called, I think, Boon Nursh bottles. I really liked the design of them, the inner part, and I don't even have a bottle with me. If I can get a photo of all the different pieces, I will. But pretty much the main part of it is a silicone piece. Like the actual cut part is a silicone piece, but then there's like a plastic outer part to kind of help it keep its shape. It is dishwasher safe. It comes in the 4-ounce and the 8-ounce bottles. And then it comes in, I think there's a few different color varieties for the outer plastic pieces. I have no complaints. Cove feeds himself great with it. Definitely a bottle to consider and look into if you are questioning and considering different bottle types. Something to look into. So I only have 3 items left, and these ones are, I guess now that he's a little bit older, and one of them, this is super simple, but teething rings. That might be like a duh product or maybe a dumb item to put on my top 10, but Cove has these specific teething rings that I randomly bought from Target one day, and they are probably one of his favorite toys. Like, he enjoys his other teething toys, but not nearly as much as these other ones. And the teething rings are super, super convenient. They can hook on to many things. I hook them onto his car seat, so anytime we're in the car, he can play with them. Kind of helps keep him distracted, gives him something to do versus just sitting in the car seat looking around. I can also hook it up to his stroller. I've done that. They're just super nice, super convenient, and they were cheap. Like, they were cheap toys, and it's his favorite thing. And it's been his favorite toy since he started playing with toys. His other teething toys are nice, but I can't hook them up to anything. Another item, we were actually gifted this by my mom for Christmas. It was like her Christmas gift to Cove. And it's, I don't even know the proper term for it. I think a play gym. I don't even, maybe it's not. I just call it his play area. I think it could also be considered a playpen. Ours is just a giant square with mesh netting around the sides, and it just pretty much is a place where he can play. I throw all his toys in it. He can play in there, crawl around freely, roll, whatever, without me having to worry about him getting into things he's not supposed to, because he's at the early parts of crawling, like early stages. If he falls, I have a padded mat in there, so it's better than our hard floors. They sell them on Amazon. I've seen them, I think, Target as well. I've seen them on Walmart.com. That's really nice to have. Okay, number 10, the in-seat. Pretty sure that's what it's called. The in-seat is like a bumbo. If you guys know what a bumbo is, I don't know. It's just a seat for him. I don't know how else to describe it. It's a seat with a little seat belt, and I can put him on the table, I could put him on the island, I could put him on whatever, and he can just kind of sit there and be eye level with us. Obviously, I wouldn't recommend putting him in it and then walking away. It's not like a high chair, but it does help him sit. It was nice for him to feel like he was a part of what we were doing. It does have a little tray that comes with it, which is nice. So before we moved him into his high chair, like at the beginning stages of eating, it was easier for us to just put him in that on the island and stand there and feed him that way. Now that he's bigger and he likes to move a lot and rock and all of that stuff, he wants to kind of get out of it. Ours was from Amazon, but I'm pretty sure you can buy it other places as well. Highly recommend. I know this video was a little all over the place, and maybe I should have put these items in a specific order. I don't know, maybe by category or by like age, like youngest to now. I don't really know. I didn't think it through before I started the video. I did think about the items I wanted to put. I thought about them. I ran them past Brecken, so they are mother and father top 10 items, not just from a mom perspective. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it helped if you are contemplating what items you actually need and what you don't. Yeah, these are my top 10 items. I would highly recommend them to new moms. I will be linking all of these products down below. I will also have them in my Amazon storefront. If you have any questions for me about the items that I put down, or maybe other items that I've tried before, or that you're curious if I've tried before, feel free to comment down below and I will answer them the best that I can. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.